We are now about 6 years in and starting to get fruit from our trees, and we are building a kind of local interest in doing more of this. And many of these species are things that should be more known about and more widely grown. A lot of them have high ornamental value and additionally produce highly healthful and edible, delicious fruits or some other sort of beneficial product. We are growing over 300 species of tropical, medicinal, and edible fruits, vegetables, perfume flowers, spices, hardwoods, cacti, even frankincense, myrrh, and palo santo. Oh, here we go. I know what I'm putting in there. Let's do this one. Ever since I can remember, I would visit my maternal grandmother in Ocala, and she would always take me to a nursery. That was our little activity every time, and she would let me pick out some plants she'd buy for me, and it just tickled her that I liked the plants. And we'd go back to her house and look through books of plants. And she was mainly into more, just like flowers and things that, she knew from gardening back in the day. But then my paternal grandmother, she also had kind of like those old school self-reliance skills that everybody's kind of been losing as we've migrated towards more consumer culture and more convenience. Got into growing things at a pretty young age. I had around 6 or 7 years old, I had my own vegetable plot with peppers and herbs. I had a papaya tree. My granddad brought me over to his house one day to help him plant a tangerine tree. That was the first fruit tree I ever put in the ground, and I just remember that. We used to get bags and bags. He would bring up tangerines from that. So many things in life, modern life, I should say, the way that we live, everything is you get this much for this much, and it's always a limited amount, and you're supposed to return for more. And that's what our entire whole economic system is based off of. But with this, it actually is this is the opposite of that. You can just get more and more and more, and it's alchemy. It's coming out of base materials. You've got earth, water, air, electricity, all these different elements. Of course, wood, you've got all these different things going on, and they all conspire together to create something magical, to make value appear out of thin air. It puts the energy into the bigger branches again, and that gets them to produce. A lot of these habitats are being destroyed, and so many things are going to be lost. So before that happens, we need to kind of create a reservoir. So it's a conservation mission, it's a passion project, it's therapy, it's all these different things rolled into one. People should be excited about these plants because they too can have them and they can benefit. And if not, then we're ready to create products that will let them interface with them and not only experience the delightful flavors, but also benefit from the healing aspects as well. This one. We really are in a special position here because the only other places in the entire country you could do this would be South Texas, and there are their own challenges there. And Southern California, which has challenges of being very expensive and scarce water, as well as low humidity, which is not good for many of these plants too. So I really do think Florida is where it's at. This was 151 yesterday. Now it's probably like, I don't know, 122. Oh, yeah. With more fruit pulp, it will be very nice. This is the actual Brazilian grape tree, the Mircea cauliflora, the jabuticaba. These trees will get very, very big and they'll become covered in these fruit. And you can see that when you get a big old tree, they become pretty large. And the fruits will just form right down on the trunks, just like this. And you just pick them right off. And then they have a delicious pulp inside. Translucent, like a lychee kind of. There's many varieties of this too. We have alone at this garden about 50 different species and varieties of this type of plant. But this is the one that's famous, that is the national fruit of Brazil. Everybody knows about down there. So not only are they very prolific and healthful and delicious, but also they bring abundance to communities and they bring joy. Just this week, selling all these fruits, I didn't know how many Brazilian people there were in our area, that they all came out, once they found out we had these fruits for sale, and we really were able to make some people happy by providing them something that reminds them of their home and of their family. This is one of the big four that we do here in the garden, which the other three are the anonas, which is the custard apples, the mangosteens, or the Garcinia genus, and also the puteria, or the sapotes, like the mame. Okay. Hi, I'm John.
I'm Georgia.
And this is Anona. We are the ylang ylang tree. Oh, I'm good. I just gotta get it to behave. I find getting the sunlight on it, like, yo, really gets it. Cute. You like the song?